Okay. Let's see how this thing works out. I don't know if you guys have bought pet treats or Indian almond leaves lately, but they keep sending like these little, it's like these little, I got a plushie out of an Indian almond leaf earlier. TRG, what's up? Hey Skeleton, how are you? South Korea? No way. How's life? What's the weather like? Talk to me. Kim Mart. Hi. Can we see your axolotl? Yeah, he's actually peeking right now. Hang on. Ow. Let me see if I can get this. There we go. Hey, Jasper. Oh, look, he's coming to say hi. Thank you, Kim. Actually worked pretty hard on this thing. Jasper! What's up, little buddy? What's him doing? Thank you, Packy. He really is. I don't know where the other one is right now. He's hiding. Oh, what are you doing? Hi, bub. He's my little fluffy gill boy. He does have a lot of detail, actually. That video that I did, the cinematic, was kind of insane. You can see so close, so much detail. It's a very difficult video to do. He's pretty fun. I don't know where the other guy is. I'll be able to find him easier if I turn on the blue light since he glows. Alright, let's see if we can find him. Sorry for all the reflections in the house. This would be better to do at night, but it's hard to clean the tank at night. See, he doesn't glow at all. He's just kind of there. It's kind of a blue mess. I don't know where he is. If I had a hunch, he's under those leaves back there. I'm sure he'll be out in a little bit. He's hungry. Nope, can't see him. Let's set this thing back up again. What do you feed him? Well, there's a couple different things. Be right back. Alright, so these are frozen bloodworms. Just a little cube. And you get some tank water with a bowl, and you put that into a bowl. I already said that. And then you put this in there, and you let it thaw out a little bit, because if it doesn't thaw, it's going to float. Once it thaws out and the bloodworms start coming apart, it sinks to the bottom of the bowl. Then you dump the bowl in there, and it dumps down into their little feeding dish. This is like a treat. Only give these to them maybe once a week, but this is their favorite food, by far. One axolotl is, I believe, 18 months, which is Jasper. He's the Dirty Lucy, the big one. The other one I think is like 8 or 9 months. He's kind of, the other one's like this, and the other one's like this. Probably bigger than that, actually. You can't really tell because, alright, so, yeah, he's a big boy. This is their main food right here. So, these are night crawlers. Typically they'll eat blackworms, bloodworms, just bait fish. Really, you can get these from any bait store or Walmart. My favorite movie by far is Avatar. I've probably seen that movie a few hundred times, really. When it came out, I was in the Air Force, and there was only one theater on base that only had one screen, and the only thing playing was Avatar. So that's kind of where that got started. Yeah, no, the Dirty Lucy, Jasper's a big boy. And I'm not sure what's up with the picture on this. It must be my internet. But it should look a lot better. Sorry for that. I'll try to get that figured out at some point. So we'll feed them here in a little bit. They usually eat around 11 p.m. Central Standard Time. Worms, would you ever get them from your yard? No, I wouldn't get them from my yard. Unfortunately, even though I don't use pesticides, I can't guarantee that there's not pesticides in the yard. So it just wouldn't be healthy to feed to the fish. Unfortunately, those night crawlers are like $1 each. So they eat between the two of them, they eat about 2 night crawlers and a couple of these pellets. I forgot to show you pellets. Every other day. So these are carnivore pellets and they stink really bad. But I like to use these because axolotls are basically blind and they smell for their food. So I use these, the big old stinky things, to let them know that it's food time. Then they'll come over to their bowl and they'll start munching. Oh, the store-bought one's more sterile. Okay, so sterile means, unless I'm wrong, means that they can't breed. In which case, I don't know. I don't think they're sterile. Sterilized means they're clean, I suppose. Yeah. Yeah, they're raised in an environment that has no pesticides or any other toxic chemicals. My buddy breeds worms. I thought about it. I mean, really, you just put a bunch of dirt, leftover veggies, and some worms, and you got a big old bucket of worms. But I haven't done it yet. I need to, because this is really expensive. Get these night crawlers. Like I say it's expensive. It's $2 a day, really. 2 to 3. The Chameleon eats just about as much, so it's not like he's any less expensive. Cleanish, yeah. I'd say the worms about as clean as they get. I do wash them off, so I wash them of the dirt, and then this is the worst part. Unfortunately, you have to cut the worms up because they won't eat a big worm. If you see in that cinematic video where I had the worm battle with Atlas, the glowy guy, I did put a full worm in there. I knew he couldn't eat it, but I also knew that he'd battle the thing for a while. So they'll eat them, chew them up, and then spit them out because they don't have any teeth, so they can't really chew them up. But they think they can, so they do this little death shake. Doesn't do anything, but it's cute as hell to see, really. But yeah, you gotta cut them up, and I hate cutting worms up. It's the worst. It's pretty tragic, really. Crickets are nice with the Chameleon because I can just throw the crickets in there and he eats them live. Don't have to cut them up, which is cool. I do have some hornworms. That container right there was the hornworms that I got for the Chameleon, but they got too big for them. So typically I just let them die because what else am I going to do with them? Well, the what else I'm going to do with them is right there, and it's an experiment right now. The hornworms turn into a massive moth, the largest moth in North America actually. So I figured, why don't we try to get them to turn into moths, I guess. So I put them in this big container, gave them some shavings kind of as a substrate, and gave them some food, and they all pupated. Pupated? I don't know. But they're all in little chrysalis now, and they haven't hatched yet, so I'm really excited to see that when they do. If they do. We're still waiting. It should be any day now. I mean, they're supposed to pupate for 2 to 3 weeks. It's been about 2 to 3 weeks. So, we'll see. Maybe we'll have some cool moths to show soon. Can't let them out. Unfortunately, they're invasive and considered a pest because they eat tomato plants. Yeah, I got a lot of little weird projects going on. I had a wolf spider. Massive wolf spider. She's like 5 inches. Twice the size that a wolf spider is supposed to be. And she had to have been old as hell. I mean, they only live 4 to 5 years, so because she was so big, she had to have been old. But she ran across my mom's foot, so I put her in a container and kept her for a while. She was real fun to watch, but she died a couple weeks ago. So that was my latest project. Have I been doing it long? Doing what? Just animal projects? I'd say my first real animal project was in 2015. My buddy had a chameleon that was, he needed to get rid of him because he was moving and he couldn't take it with him, so he sent it to me. It's my first time having a chameleon. And about 2 months after that, that's when that viral video was taken. So I'm sure you guys have seen that video on my channel with the red chameleon. 60 million views. So that was about 2 months after I got it. After that, it just kind of snowballed. So I started getting all kinds of weird animals. I got tarantulas and chameleons, snakes. I mean, I've gotten all kinds of things. Now I've kind of toned it down quite a bit. We got the 2 axolotls, which turns out was way more work than I was wanting to do. But they take a lot of time. The chameleon still takes a lot of time. He wants out all the time. So he probably wants to get out right now. Let me go see if he wants to get out. Alright. Yeah, he wanted to get out. So I really let him out. Try to let him out every couple days. But he always wants to get out and hang out, which is not typical. Chameleons don't like to do this. He's just a weirdo. Where do you think you're going? Hmm? Where do you think you're going? What's him doing? Yeah, he's pretty. Sorry the quality's not great. Oh, what do you get mad for? Look at him. He's puffing up. He's mad that I ain't gotten him out in a while. Hmm? What's all that? What's all that sass? Hmm? This is rare footage. He never puffs up. Look, so you know how like when your girlfriend's mad, she can't, you know, if she's mad, you tickle her and she can't be mad no more. They're the same way. So when he puffs up his tongue pouch, if you just tickle his tongue pouch, he can't be mad no more. Where are you going? Oh, you want the hat. That's the natural habitat of the chameleon, is the hat. Gotta watch out for the claws though. Near your eyes, you don't want that. I don't know where he's going. He wants his tree probably, but he's not getting it right now. I'm watching this stream on my tablet and the quality looks awful. Is it pretty bad for y'all too? Oh wait, hang on. Advanced. 720. Maybe that fixed it. Nah, it's fine, really. Okay. Oh look, that did fix it. For some reason my tablet was on 144. Whew, it smells like vinegar around here. Got the vinegar open next to me. It's pretty raunchy. Where are you from, Kim? He's ridiculous. Oh, I'm slipping. Where are you going? Huh? Where's him going? He's getting all bright for everybody. Usually he's kind of dark. I guess when he's excited, he gets bright. I don't know what that was. So yeah, the tank's going to take about 8 hours to fill back up. Do a 30% water change of 180 gallons. With about, what is that? Quick math. Like 50 gallons. That thing does 4 gallons an hour, so. Ruski, hello. That's a cool profile picture. Super tiny, I can't see it. What is it? Thank you. He's pretty fun. He's my little buddy. Uh-oh. Boy, YouTube doesn't play with them comments. Flags everything. I gotta keep sitting here and clicking show. Interesting thing about these carnivore pellets. It says a uniquely formulated diet for most carnivores, especially cats. Sharks, eels. I've never even heard of this animal before. Bickers? Bichirs? Yeah, Chameleon's always. If I'm not wearing a hat, he's not happy. And stingrays. Stuff lasts a while though. I mean, I bought this like 2 months ago and it's still that full where my finger is. Yeah, have you ever seen those pirate movies? They always got like the parrot on their shoulder. That's basically what he does. Except he doesn't talk, which is kind of a bummer. But he's very expressive. I have those pellets to feed them to axolotl. So what kind of axolotls do you have? Are you from the Discord? Do I know you? If so, I've probably seen your axolotls. See if he wants to hold hands. You want to hold hands? Hold hands. Hold hands. Oh, not that way. Copper axolotl. You know, I thought about getting copper. We gotta get one more. I was thinking either copper or melanistic. What do you think? Now that I've gotten the tank squared away and they're not having any issues anymore. So, I mean, it's still not squared away. I gotta get rid of the sand and the guppies and the snails. But I don't think that should really stop me from getting another one if these other two are healthy. Hang on. I know you. You got the 5-inch copper, right? You're just about to feed it night crawlers? Is that you? Let's check it from my phone, but it's right there. Don't know, I like copper, but else is cool too. Yeah, I figure since both of mine are technically leucistics, I should probably get one that's a little bit different. Although the Dirty has a face that's completely unique. I mean, he's... You know it's him. Ah. See? Took me a second. Then I remembered. You know, the main problem I have with that tank actually probably wasn't even a problem. The test kit that I was using for it, turns out it expired in 2008. So it kept saying all my nitrates were like 40 to 80. I was like, oh, there's no way. And it turns out it wasn't. It was bad, but it wasn't 40 to 80. It's just the test kit was expired a long time ago. So ever since I got the new test kit, speaking of, I need to test it soon. So maybe we'll do that on stream. But everything seemed pretty good so far, honestly. I mean, that RO water helps a ton. I don't know how to pronounce your name, but hi. Yeah, melanistic gills are insane, actually. They're really cool. I mean, the fact that they're all black, even the gills, even the blood, it's kind of a crazy animal. Oh yeah, no, the 40 to 80 had me tubbing mine for a couple weeks. Turns out they didn't really need it. They do need tea baths every now and then, just that's the nature of the beast. But as far as the nitrates being like that, we couldn't figure out why, so I even called the city. And the city came out and tested my water, and they were like, nah, dude, your nitrates are okay. And so once we got the new test kit, it was like, all right. Okay, I'm gonna try this. My name is Evgeny. I'm from Russia. Hello. Did I get it right? Evgeny. I feel like that's right. That's got to be right. Read this Russian words. Krimnash. What does that mean? My name is Lee Taven. Feel free to call me TB. Alright, I'll try to remember that, TB. I'm from Kansas, United States. It's right in the middle. Right in the middle. You can't get any more middle than we are. And it's flat. Everything's flat here. There's no mountains. South Korean. It's crazy how all my viewers are from all over the place. Anywhere but here, yeah? You know the capital of Russia? Geography quiz. Moscow. I believe, right? Is it Moscow? Going with A, final answer, Moscow. Ah, haha, see? We are now at night. Hey, Google. It's not gonna work because it's streaming. What time is it in Moscow? No, I think... No, pretty sure it's Moscow. Yep. Astrakhan. I've never heard of that place. Where on a map is that? Can you find Astrakhan on a map? A-S-T-R-A Khan. That's the funny thing about Russia and Europe, Africa. Everybody's got buildings that you know exactly where they're from. But if you look at the buildings here in Kansas, they're just buildings. Like, there's nothing fancy about them. We have one building that's a big blue circle. That's about it. But there's no... Like, I couldn't just point you to a Google reference for a building that's like, oh yeah, this is Kansas culture. Like, there's not one. Huh? Astrakhan is on a huge river? He sees himself on camera. He's paying quite a bit of attention to that. I found him. He's back there. That's Atlas. That's the glowy one. He's all the way in the back. He's got the zoomies. There's Jasper. Big old brute. I can't see him. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna say some Russian words that I don't know what they mean. You're gonna have to tell me what they mean first, buddy. You know what I mean? With everything going on right now. Just gotta be careful. We've changed positions. We are now on the side of the hat. Yes, I'm aware. I'm following it very closely. Hola, mis saludas. I feel like you're saying hi. Are you saying hi? Oh, did you hear that? He just did his little grunt hiss. He probably wants to go back. Let's not talk about that, yeah? This is a place free from all of that business. Hopefully. There's plenty of that on the news if you want to go. Well, look at that. He's just chilling. That's his favorite spot. So is it Rose or Rosé? Got about another 8 inches to go in the tank. Hi, Rose. So, for those of you just joining in, so we are doing a water change. I do love giraffes, actually. I always get really excited to see them at the zoo, especially if they let us feed them, which isn't often, but they do sometimes. We're changing out the water in the tank. It's the only way to get rid of the nitrates, which is basically fish waste. So we already drained the water that we're going to drain. It's about 30% of the tank. And now we're filling it up. Problem is, it takes like 8 to 10 hours to fill up because that water just drips in there. So we're just kind of chilling at the moment. Beautiful Stelio. I don't know what that means, but I know what beautiful means. I'm assuming you're talking about him and not me. Only at English. You're saying you're not good at English? Okay. Nice name. Might get a 15-gallon tank with some pea puffers. Rasboras. Maybe a 3-gallon with beta. I got a 2.5-gallon with a beta. Everybody always yells at me saying it's too small. But he seems to be fine, so... I only speak Spanish. I can kind of understand Spanish, but not really. No hablas español. Okay, good day. Night, I go to sleep. Alright, man. Stay safe. Have a good night. It's good to see you. Despacito. My mom loves that song. It's not too small. They can be 1 gallon, so it's better 2 gallon or more. Yeah, if you look on any internet resource for them, they always say 5-gallon minimum. But I've always only ever had the 2.5 gallon. And they seem just fine. I mean, he just flits around and does his thing. Super happy. I speak Spanish. I used to. I lived in Mexico. I didn't really speak it, but I can understand it for the longest time, and then I just didn't use it hardly ever. So now I can basically understand anything that has to do with food, and that's about it. But I can order food for sure. So I'm going to stay live for probably another 5 minutes, answer any last questions, and then I've got to get to cleaning this tank and get dinner going. Probably do one more sweep of the axes, see what they're doing. Same thing, really. They're sitting there. It's really all they do is just sit there. Which is why it was so hard to do that cinematic video. It took 20 hours of footage to get one solid storyline. Because they just sit there, really. Yeah, I love Mexican food. We just went there last night. No, 2 nights ago. I have leftovers this morning. Chicken fajitas. Can't beat that. Although they do have a really good pork there. I'm not really a pork fan, but I can't stop getting their pork for some reason. Every time we go, it's like, I'm gonna try something new, and then I just get pork. Pork fajitas. It's still morning. Yeah, here it's 5 p.m. So it's about dinner time. Although I'll probably still be awake in like 12 hours. Who knows? I usually don't go to bed till 3 a.m. or so. Maybe closer to 4, but don't tell my mom. Sun has just risen in Korea. It's kind of crazy to think about that. Like, you have already had nighttime. Now you're back on. We're not even to nighttime yet. I'm telling you, he'll just chill there for hours. He'll do this little grunt hissy thing when he wants to go back. Which I thought I heard him do it a minute ago, but he seems to be okay. Shut up! Dogs don't listen. Well, sun has just risen, so you're just getting your day started. Looks like... Yeah, so sun's just coming up in Korea. Evgeny, he's going to bed there in Russia. Rose is probably on my timetable if she speaks Spanish. So it's dinner time for her too. The world of axolotls. I don't know where you live. Trying to remember. I don't think we've ever talked about it. But alright, I'm going to wrap up. Feel free to message me or comment on this, and I'll answer comments here in a little bit after I'm done with this. I might go live again at some point. I don't do these very often, so no point. But I figured some people might have some questions on these new things that I got going on, so it's cool talking to everybody. Good to see everybody. Say hi to Chroma, or bye rather. And I'll catch y'all on the flip side. Bye.